Have you ever heard of the term jack of all trades? Well, if you look it up in a dictionary, you can find it there.
Oi!
The mercenary is without a doubt the most balanced class in the entire game. He can be a tank, he can dish out a lot of damage,
Vital! Look at all this damage!
and he's a support. If you ever see a mercenary joining your lobby, be happy, because he can fit in any role you need him to be. So in this autistic guide we'll be going over what the mercenary excels at, what weapons are most effective with the mercenary, a few builds, and at the end some gameplay. But first let's talk about the mercenary's ability. When the mercenary uses an ability, he shouts some inspiring line which gives nearby players 30 temp HP, or 45 depending on your skill choice. This can be further boosted by healing received buffs, located in a necklace trait or in some skill trees. These buffs can be stacked, giving some classes the opportunity to heal from low HP to full health. But I'm not done yet. The shout also knocks nearby foes back, giving you the opportunity to free grab players or just to create some space between you and your foe. But I'm still not done yet, no. You also have the opportunity to instantly revive nearby players with your shout. In some cases this can be game saving, in other cases you end up killing your own team, but who cares, you tried, right? With that said, let's go over the most useful skill in the mercenary's arsenal. The most powerful skill in the mercenary's arsenal is the paced strike skill. This also determines how your entire build is going to play out. You can proc this ability by hitting 3 enemies in a row with one strike. Depending on your selected skill, it should give 3 effects. On top of these effects, your attack speed is also increased by 10%. The skills you can use when paced strikes is active is as follows. The Reichland Reaper, which gives 50% extra power. The Blade Barrier, which gives a 25% defense buff. And Strike Together, which gives 10% extra attack speed for you and your team. All these skills can be game changing in a fight. The only thing you need to remember is you have to hit 3 enemies in a row. The mercenary also has a buff to cleave, allowing him to hit more enemies with an attack. Be aware that every enemy hit will reduce the damage significantly, so this is only useful to get a small amount of damage in and also used to proc paced strikes. On top of all of this, the mercenary with the right skills can also get an extremely high crit chance, up to 25%. Not only is this extremely powerful, but it allows you to experiment with certain weapon traits. Now that we know what the mercenary can do, let's go over the weapons. I will be going into more detail about the skills at the build section.
Deep under the world, they chitter and plan. Watching, waiting.
Kruber has the most amount of two-handers available, having 4 types, and maybe even more in the future. These weapons are the Executioners, the Halberd, the Greatsword and a two-handed hammer. All these weapons are also good at cleaving, giving us an easier time to proc paced strikes. But that mercenary's signature weapon is without a doubt the Halberd. The Halberd and the mercenary complement each other nicely. As the mercenary is the most versatile class, so is the Halberd. The Halberd has, for example, a large range, it breaks shields on the 3rd attack, does excellent headshot damage on the 2nd attack. The 1st attack is a cleave, which is what we want because paced strikes. The 1st and 2nd attack can also be used as a heavy attack for increased damage. The Halberd also has an okay armor piercing ability, especially on the 3rd attack. But if we go the crit route, which you should always do, there's a second weapon that does amazing with the mercenary, the Executioners. It has amazing headshot damage, capable of one-hitting certain enemies on a heavy attack. However, what most people overlook is that the light attack also has amazing headshot damage, capable of one-hitting multiple enemies at once. And combined with the horizontal sweep of the Executioners, it is not hard to accomplish. But crits make this weapon really shine. Critical hits are amazing. Usually when you hit a body shot with a weapon while it's a crit, it does the same damage as a headshot normally would. Combine this with the Executioner sword and you have an extremely high DPS potential, as the Executioner does amazing headshot damage. See where I'm getting at here? Here we have an example. Chaos Warrior's heads are hard to hit, but with crits we don't need to do headshots. We can land a body shot and hope for crits and do headshot damage.
All the same, more booze for the rest of us! Ah!
The best ranged weapon, in my opinion, the mercenary can equip is the Null Repeater. It does good damage, has high ammo count and capacity, And combined with the crit chance, there's a good chance that if we land a body shot, we will do headshot damage, allowing us to one-shot certain specials at medium range with a body shot. These weapons are, in my opinion, the best for the mercenary. However, any weapon the mercenary equips can become godly in the right hands. This is all thanks to the high crit chance and attack speed the mercenary provides. This was the weapon section. Let's go over the few builds that I use.
Clever child, it whispered with the voice of 1,000 screeching rats.
The builds. First, I'd like to talk about the skills you should never pick. Luckily, there are only 2 of them. The reason why I removed them is because I don't feel like they match up in comparison with the rest. These skills are Ready for Action. It increases your stamina regeneration. Seems nice, but the heal received and crit chance far outshine it. And Shrug It Off. I don't think I need to explain this one. Let's first go over the DPS build. We will be using the Executioner Sword for this build. The Executioner Sword needs a few power bonuses to be effective against the elites. You will need 10% Skaven or armor to one-shot a Stormrunner with a headshot on a heavy attack. For Maulers you need 20% chaos to one-shot them with a crit. Do keep in mind you need to body shot the Mauler as his head is armored. And remember what I said about crits and headshots? If it's a crit it will do headshot damage bypassing the armor of the Mauler. For the weapon 5% crit chance, and for the perk Swift Slaying. This is to make our heavy attack as fast as possible, as it is rather slow. For the necklace 20% health and 2 stamina. The perk is up to you. For the trinket 32% curse resistance and 5% crit chance. The perk is again up to you. For the skills we will be going with crit chance. The more the merrier. This is to give us extra power bonus. The Rykran Reaper. This is again to give us more power. Mercenary's Pride. This is the most important one as we'll be hunting down elites. And if we do our job well we should be getting a ton of temp health back. And finally Gabbler. The reason why I chose Gabbler for over the rest is for its knockback ability. I forgot to mention the ranged weapon, but for all builds it's the non-repeater, with 10% infantry and 5% crit chance. For the perk I recommend Scrounger as we have a high crit chance. That's it for the DPS build. Now on to the tank build. We will be using the Halberd for this build. I wanted to make this build all-purpose. For the weapon we will need 10% chaos and 5% crit chance. For the perk, Swift Slaying. For the charm, 10% chaos and 10% infantry. The 20% chaos is needed to one-shot fanatics on the first attack. With a heavy attack we will be able to kill 2 of them with a body shot. The 10% infantry is needed to one-shot clan rats on the first attack. For the necklace, 20% health and 2 stamina. For the perk, the Boon of Shalia. This is to benefit more from our ability. For the trinket, 5% crit chance and 32% curse resistance. For the skills we will be going with Battle Scars for overall survivability. Then we will go with Desperate Defense. This skill will lose its value the more Grimoires you pick up, as it lowers your max health, not your overall health. Still, it can save you in a desperate situation. Then Blade Barrier to give us a defense buff when base strikes is active. If Desperate Defense and Blade Barrier are up, you can achieve a 60% damage resistant buff. Combine this with a 10% damage reduction from the necklace and you can achieve a 70% damage resistance. And combine this with Barkskin, which reduces your incoming damage on the second attack by 40%, you can achieve a 98 damage resistant buff. Then we will go with Drill Master. The range and cleave of the halberd makes it perfect for this. And finally, Inspirational, to get more health. I have to mention that to get 98% damage resistance, there are so many factors that need to fall into place for it to reach 98%. I mean, first you need base strikes, then you need your HP to be low enough for Desperate Defense, and then you need to survive the initial hit for Barkskin to take effect. But it's quite fun once it actually happens. Right?
No.
Now for the final build, the Supportive Dude. We will be using the one-handed sword for this build. And you might be thinking, why the one-handed sword? Well, the one-handed sword is quick, and we want it to be quick because we will be using Resourceful Combatant. This way we get our ability back much quicker. And yes, I am aware it triggers only every 4 seconds, but We will crit so much that when we hit the 4-second mark, we will likely crit soon after. As opposed to, for example, the two-handed hammer that attacks very slowly, there is a chance we won't crit at all for the next 10 seconds. Aside from that, your ability also recharges doing damage and taking damage, further increasing our recharge rate. On to the next section. For the perks and traits of the weapon, 5% attack speed and 5% crit. For the necklace, 20% health and 2 stamina. The trait Boon of Celia. For the charm, 10% infantry and 5% attack speed. The trait is up to you. For the trinket, 32% curse resistance and 5% crit. The trait is once again up to you. For the skills, we will be going with crits, the more the merrier, strike together and captain's command. The mercenary provides plenty of temp health, so we won't be needing any kind of other temp health gaining abilities. And on your feet mates, quick note about the skill, don't wait for the perfect moment to use it. It's more likely you could have prevented someone going down if you used your ability. Yeah? Okay, we're done. Let's go straight to the gameplay. This video already became far longer than I wanted it to be. But that's the curse of autism.
Place your bets on what the pub will be.
Elf.
Elf.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go!
Elf.
Wow.
Wow. Set up a troll. There you go.
What the fuck? Fuck the elf.
Stop! And I rekill the assassin.
No. Alright.
Fine.
I hate you. No.
Got him.
Oh, it's up there.
Help!
This shouldn't have happened.
Ow!
What are you gonna do about it?
I don't know, I can't do anything.
Watch this bomb! Hiya!
Did you hit it?
Fuck's sake, smell it.
Oh!
Yes! Come on. I don't know.
Kill them all! Us!
Where?
We will be safe here.
Well, I'm safe because I can jump out, but... Remember the last time you said we were safe?
We're safe, trust me.
Oh!
Trust me, we're safe. We're totally safe. Oh no, the patrol!
Oh god!
Will the elf die? The elf is almost dead. Oh! Well, the elf died.
Assassin!
Come here, I'm scared. I can't die with the Grim. Unless I look bad. Oh!
Otherwise you're
Woo! Fireworks! Oh, fucking smell it! Is that a patrol? No fear. No, wait, Henry, stop! The bomb. Drink the potion.
Oh! Yep. Wait.
Let me stack him up. Let me stack him up.
I'm just...
Throw it! Ah!
Like you said, Jesse, it's extremely accurate because there are Chaos Warriors in real life.
Yes.
You've seen them, so it must be true.
It's called, ready for this? Islam. Oh!
Oh! Help me push the barrel!
No. Fuck's sake, Smelly!
Oh, Bluey! Wow, Jesse, you'll last. You suck.
Fine, I'll kill more. 5 kills.
No, I'll kill more.
No. Ha! Tricked you!
Okay, Owen's name right now is Can Any Girl Love Me, Please?
Got him.
Fuck's sake.
Want some temp health?
No, I'll take it now.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh. Hi, I'll take the 10 HP now.
Fine.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yes.
Go back to the big room. Go back. Oh!
Oh god!
Keep going back. No, he's going after me!
I'm distracting him.
Good.
Alright,
Get him
he's
back.
on me now. He's on me.
Okay, just lure him back. No, Smelly! Fuck's sake.
It's on Smelly again.
Yeah, goodbye, Smelly. This is all your fault.
Here, I'll help you, Smelly. Go charge, charge, charge.
Oh,
Get it?
no, stop!
No!
Got him.
Hi.
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 Jump down. Oh! Oh,
Okay, get in. Okay, now go out. I tried.
Henry, we have to hold the line over here. The corner strat. Henry, the corner strat! What are you doing?
I went to save Smelly.
No. Smelly, you must die.
Fine. Holy Sigma! That game sucked.
We'll handle that business too, Grim.
Fucking stop.
Besides, there's always
Why?
more coming.
Why?